Şanlıurfa, Turkey, June 2017. Author and researcher Andrew Collins travels to the Şanlıurfa Archaeology and Mosaic Museum, just 10 miles from Gobekli Tepe, to meet with curator Taha Azyavaz.
Taha, I presume. Nice to meet you.
He is there to get an up-close look at one of the most mysterious stone structures unearthed at the ancient site.
I think this is what we've come to see here.
This totem pole was found in Gobekli Tepe in 2010 by Klaus Schmidt and his team. This is very old pole, like maybe 10,000, 12,000 years ago. The pole features three main motifs, one above another. The first motif is the head. The frontal side is elaborated. When we look on the side, we can see the neck of the head and ear. It doesn't look like a human being.
Right.
And you can see below the head the arm and fingers holding another figure. But again, we cannot see the head of the second figure because also it is elaborated. We can see the arm and hand. And the third figure look like a human baby.
And the fact that we have three different figures here, each of different sizes, what do you think that represents?
I think maybe a family. On the side, there is snake figures. We can see it clearly. These snakes probably represent fertility.
Why do you think that it was damaged or destroyed in this way in antiquity?
They used to believe in this in the past, but they destroyed to stop believing this kind of things.
So somebody came along and deliberately destroyed it?
Yes.
If the stone column found at Gobekli Tepe represents a genetic lineage, just why were two of the figures deliberately defaced? Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that perhaps it was an attempt to obscure the truth about humankind's otherworldly origins.
What's curious about this totem pole is that there is essentially a larger being, perhaps an extraterrestrial, that has its hands around this other being that isn't exactly human but has human-like characteristics, could be a primitive human. This figure appears to be giving birth, and the baby that is emerging from this mother's womb is clearly a human baby with a human face. This suggests possibly that a breeding experiment took place, leading to the development of modern humans as we now know them.
The interesting thing about this is that totem poles are like the repository for information. It's an encyclopedia. It's like a time capsule. And so if we have a genealogical record in this pillar at Gobekli Tepe, and we follow the ultimate extension of it, and we realize that what they're possibly telling us is their ancestors were non-human.
So you have to wonder, the whole idea was to preserve information from our extraterrestrial past so that future generations would ultimately decode the information that's there. Information possibly about our extraterrestrial creators.